When we are faithful to God's plan, communication becomes an effective expression of our responsible search for truth and our pursuit of goodness.
The solemnity of the Immaculate Conception, dear friends, offers all of us an invitation to renew our promise to embrace the goals that we set out for year 2, dedicated to Mary, as we prepare for our diocesan jubilee in 2024. Namely, that we will draw ever closer in our relationship with our Blessed Mother, that we will strive to imitate her profound trust and deep faith, and that with her help, we will bring forth her Son into a world that needs his peace. And if we live in such a way, then we will have hearts ready and prepared to celebrate the birth of Jesus at Christmas and to welcome him when he comes again in glory. Today reminds us of the very unique call Mary received from God, his divine and mysterious plan for her, and how she was equipped for the mission entrusted to her. For the dogma of the Immaculate Conception says from her very first moment, from the first moment of conception, she was preserved immune from the stain of sin. She's the mother of God. She's our mother. And as we draw closer to her as her beloved sons and daughters, she gives us the help and strength we need to offer our daily yes to God's plan for us at this moment in time. Like Mary, sometimes we find God's plan for us a little confusing, overwhelming, and maybe even daunting. So how important it is for us to hear anew the promise given to Mary, and in turn, to each one of us. Do not be afraid, for nothing will be impossible for God. Imitate Mary's profound trust and deep faith. For when we surrender to God's will, we find our joy and our sanctification. In her unique and privileged role in salvation history, Mary gave birth to the Son of God, the Prince of Peace. And as his followers, we are called to be instruments of the Lord's peace. We do so by living, as St. Paul says, being found holy and without blemish before the Lord, by being strong and steadfast in the faith and virtues that we hold dear, and by loving and respecting and forgiving one another. Dear friends, if we draw closer in our relationship to Mary, imitate her trust and faith, and remain instruments of her Son's peace, then we will have hearts ready and prepared to celebrate his birth and to welcome him when he comes again in glory. Mary, conceived without sin, pray for us who have recourse to thee.